Hey everybody, so the video that you're about to watch is a video discussion that I did with my friend Arthur from X&Y Gaming. It was his idea to do this discussion, and he was primarily in charge of all of it. He edited everything himself, which is probably why it looks a little bit more different than my videos, because essentially it is an X&Y Gaming video just on my channel. But because the last time that we did one of these things, it went up on his channel, and so he wanted to put it up on my channel this time around. And I think that we had a fun discussion. I think it was pretty cool. The only thing is that I did a terrible job of giving him some terrible audio quality. The issue is that my computer, my laptop computer, which is what I use to record from, has a fan issue where if it like just overheats or something, like the fan will just kick in and it sounds awful, it sounds horrible, and my microphone just picked up all of it, and I wasn't able to tell how bad it was when I was recording, because I had the headphones in listening while I was talking to him. And so I just, as soon as the discussion was over, I gave him the audio, and the next morning he was like, here's the video. I was like, oh shoot. So I listened to it, and immediately when the fan starts to kick in, it sounds pretty bad, but it like comes in it comes in waves, it comes in sections. Regardless, it's still a fun video that we did together, and I still want to put it up and have everybody see it. And I just want to apologize for the fan in advance, and I want to apologize for Arthur for giving you such bad quality of the audio. But anyways, without further ado, here ya go.
Hello and welcome to Not My Channel.
Alright. Welcome one, welcome all to another Pokemon discussion with RemedyG from X&Y Gaming. I am your host, Kevin from Itsumo Listless. How are you doing, Arthur?
Oh man, I just got off work and I'm off to work the next 2 days, so I am doing fantastic.
Wait, 2 days off? Seriously?
Yeah, dude.
Oh man, that's just 2 days that you get to play Pokemon.
Yeah, and make a lot of videos.
We're here today to talk about our first impressions with Pokemon Sword and Shield. We've now had the game about a little bit over a day. We're kind of a little bit late to recording because of circumstances, but we're here now. We've both had the game now for, what would you say, like 48 hours? Maybe this is like 72 hours now? Maybe for you?
I'd say it's about 48, maybe 72, because we got it like midnight of the day. Well, I did anyways.
You did. I didn't. I had to get it the next morning. But yeah. Alright, so, okay. How do you feel? General first impressions, right. I guess.
Well, for the agenda we had, I want to cover, the intro would be for, it was coming out soon. It hasn't released yet. We hadn't played it. No one owned it. The only people who owned it were, reviewers.
Mm-hmm.
What were your thoughts on Sword and Shield before you even got it in your hands?
I was really excited. Up until the launch, I was really excited. I was a little bit annoyed with the controversy surrounding the game. I made my whole video about that, but nonetheless, I was really excited about it. It really just felt like X&Y again. As far as release goes, like just them showing this new world that, well, essentially what they were doing, where like with the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire remakes and the Sun and Moon, like it's basically a little bit more, or just kind of building upon X and Y, but Sword and Shield is kind of like, it's brand new, like it's taking us into the HD and showing us like the whole wild area and all of that, and I thought that was really exciting. I thought all of it was really cool. They even gave us a little bit of fan service with like, everybody wanting their jerk rival, and we got that in Bead. Since I don't know if that was intentional. I think that because people took a look at Hop and people were like, Oh, it's just Hal too. But then like I don't know, I don't know if that was intentional or not. And then but then they even gave us like the extra rival in Mary. I don't know what her English name is. I just keep saying Mary on the internet. Marley. Yeah. Okay. Marnie. Okay. Marnie.
I think so.
Okay. Well, I just keep seeing her name in Japanese, and it's just the way it's pronounced in Japanese is just Mary. So that's what that's kind of what stuck in my head.
Yeah, it is. It's Marnie. Marnie.
Marnie. Okay, for sure. Well,
what a name.
Goth girl.
Token goth girl.
Yeah, she's pretty cool. I really like her. I really like her.
I do.
I love
cute design.
Yeah. I mean, her design is cute, but what I really liked was like when in her introduction is when we first see Team Yell, and she comes up and she's like, "I'm so sorry that they're like this. I don't approve of it, but they can't help themselves." I don't know. It was just like it just felt. I don't know how to describe it, but it's just like, oh, she's a good girl. You know, it's just these obnoxious people that just follow her and she can't control them. It kind of just seems like Team Yell is kind of like her pet, I guess, that just can't be trained.
Sorry, that's my obnoxious fan base.
Yeah. Yeah, but anyways, what were your thoughts leading up to it?
So, you know, I'm pretty sure like everyone else when they're like, "Oh, there's not going to be a National Dex," I was about as butthurt as everyone, but you know, honestly I feel like it's as effective as getting mad at the rain. You know what I mean? Like I don't mean to talk about something non-Pokemon related in a I hate to talk about something non-Pokemon related in a Pokemon discussion, but I don't see Pokemon Sword or Shield or anything Game Freak makes as in the same vein as a Sonic movie, where from genuine actual backlash they would postpone the movie to re-release on a new release date to redesign the character. That, you know, Pokemon's not going to do that, and that's unfortunately for the people who really want something like the National Dex. They just, you know, we don't have a choice but to accept it. You know, I mean, I don't know. I was just kind of over it at that point. I was a little worried at first. I kind of thought, you know, with all these graphical problems and this apparent bug I'm hearing about and all this other stuff, it's like, man, I don't know. Maybe I'll skip out and wait until I get Pokemon Gun, like whatever they make. But I was like, no, you know, it's 1 or 2 days up until the release, just something clicked in my mind, and I'm like, no, I'm getting this game.
I mean, I kind of have a feeling that if we don't get the next Let's Go game next year, that we're probably going to get like the equivalent of Ultra Sun and Moon, but with like Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that that's probably what's going to happen next, and I have a feeling that it's probably going to give a lot of what people were kind of missing out on in this game.
Ultra Sword 2 and Ultra Shield 2.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways,
So, moving on. We have the games. They are in our hands, and we played them. We actually own the games, and it's no longer speculation. It's actually, well, it is. It just is, and we have it. How do you feel now?
How do I feel about it? I mean, I love it. I don't know what to say other than that. You know, when the Let's Go games came out, I remember kind of just being like, well, I don't need to buy it day one. I think I even held off a little bit. And, but I just couldn't contain myself just seeing everybody talking about it and then just seeing so many people, like, really enjoying it, that I was like, I went out and I picked it up. And I ended up, like, really getting into it, where it was one of those things where it was like a Saturday and I like woke up early in the morning and I played the game all the way until like 3 or 4 p.m. before I actually like decided to get breakfast or anything. Like I like spent that much time, and it was like, oh, wow, I thought that it was gonna be kind of, I don't know, I felt a little gross that it was a game mixed with like Pokemon Go, but I got really into it, and I got way into it, and so of course with Sword and Shield like finally in our hands, and I mean, you're playing Shield and I'm playing Sword. It just feels so much better. Like, it just graphically, it just looks so much more prettier than Let's Go. So what I'm saying is, what I was trying to say with that whole Let's Go thing is that I love Let's Go, so of course I love this.
Yeah, I had a lot more fun with Let's Go than I thought I was gonna have for sure.
So, and even just from like the opening bits where it, like, the game feels comfy, it feels nostalgic, it feels like this is where, I don't know, there's like something like about it feels like you're home when you load it up. When I loaded up Sword for the first time, and I'm like going through the intro bits with Hop and the whole Wooloo thing going into the forest, like all of that just was like really cool. The music just kind of like sets you in, and then like you're like, oh yes, this is Pokemon.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely feel that for sure. It absolutely is a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, that's the best way I know how to describe it. You know, people are like, oh, what's it like having Pokemon on the Switch? It's Pokemon on the Switch. It just is Pokemon. It's a Pokemon game and it's on the Switch.
Like, hey, did you play Black and White? Hey, did you play X and Y? Hey, did you play Ultra Sun and Moon? It's exactly that, but on the Switch. So, it's just a prettier version of Pokemon. It's basically what it is.
It really is. It's X and Y that had a baby with Sun and Moon, and then they popped it out on the Switch. That's really all it is. I agree.
So let's talk about some of your favorite things so far. Okay, hold on. Before you go,
I know you're gonna say it too. Huh?
I know. I think we're both thinking about the same thing. But before you do, let me ask, what is your starter?
I am the Grookey gang, apparently, or a part of it.
Weak!
What a loser!
Alright.
What did you pick, Score Bunny? What a wimp.
You leave Score Bunny alone! I gotta feel like Score Bunny is probably like the most basic, probably like the most I guess the most basic like Pokemon starter to pick, but yeah, I'm so down. I freaking love Score Buddy. Have you tried making curry yet?
Oh, for sure. That's like every time I set up camp, I cook before I leave.
Oh, nice. Okay, so I love how when you're making the curry and you're about to eat it, and like who's ever at the front of your team gets to try it with you. So I had Score Bunny the first time I made curry, and apparently I made some bad curry because he was so grossed out by it. He was just like, it was like the first time I seen the little bunny. It's the first time I seen the little bunny not smile.
Oh, you poor bunny. I'm not trying to brag, but so far, I have yet to make bad curry.
Nice. So how do you feel about Grookey?
Oh my goodness, Grookey is good. I'm trying to have a lot of alliteration there. Grookey's good. He's adorable. His evolutions are great. I don't know how I feel about spoilers. I mean, people have probably already beaten the game before I have, but his final evolution, I didn't really care for it when I first saw it, but it's grown on me since then, and I had the final evolution.
You said you have the final evolution, or you?
Yeah, my entire team is currently fully evolved.
Oh shoot! How far are you in the game?
I just got my 4th badge, and my starter is currently level 40.
Oh, dang. Okay. I'm barely on my way to the 3rd badge. So
Alright.
I thought that we were both like in the second forms, and I thought I was like, oh, okay, well, it's cool. We won't get the we won't have to like, I guess, spoil the starter or the final forms or whatever. But okay, well, nice, good for you, man.
I could just as easily not put them in the video as a visual. But okay, so I spent a good half of, if not the majority of my play session just running around in the wild area, doing max raid battles and checking out dens for collecting watts. And when you do max raid battles, you get candy, among other things, for experience. So after doing that for a while, I just had a ton of candy, and I was like, I should probably use some of this, and I dumped it into the majority of my team. And needless to say, 2 to 3 of my Pokemon evolved after that little candy shovel session.
Damn.
And Grookey was one of them.
Nice. Okay, cool. Nice, good for you, man.
Just do raid battles, you'll be fine.
Alright. Yeah, I mean, I plan on going into the wild area. So you like the wild area, right? I mean, that's originally what I was going to, like, bring up earlier, but then you're like, I know what you're talking about, and then I didn't ask you that.
Oh, I know, because we're both going to say it. Yes, the wild area is literally the best thing in this entire game, and I will fight anyone who says otherwise.
Yeah, no, the wild area is freaking fantastic. I haven't spent a whole lot of time there, but, yeah, from what I've seen so far and what I've done in it, it's great. I think I told you, like, off the air that it's like, whenever I'm not in the wild area, like, I keep hitting the right stick trying to move the camera, and I'm so frustrated that it won't move.
Oh, yeah. I can, yeah. Oh, yeah, that would definitely frustrate me. This is, okay, this doesn't really have much to do with the game, but so much as the hardware and the accessibility. When you're playing in portable mode, and this is especially true for anyone playing on the Switch Lite, which is even more frustrating, there are no touchscreen capabilities in this game whatsoever. There
isn't. Another thing that I like besides the wild area is, of course, Dynomaxing. In my Let's Meet Milo video, I actually Dynamaxed for the first time, and it was with Scorbunny's second evolution. And the entire time in the video, I'm just like, whoa, this is really cool.
I'm about to watch that after this. That's gonna be cool.
yeah. It's my raw reaction to Dynamaxing, just because I hadn't tried it. And up to that point, I had tried a couple raid battles, but I just didn't Dynamax for whatever reason. But yeah, like it's such a nice spectacle. In the video, I appreciated it even more in my fight with Nessa, but with that one I didn't record anything. It was just me like playing in bed. But in my fight with Nessa, I was able to appreciate it a little bit more because actually she ended up making my Dynamax Pokemon faint, and it was Yamper, the dog, the electric dog Pokemon. I think I'm mispronouncing the name. Do you know what it's called? It's
electric
like
bug?
No, the electric dog.
Oh, Yamper.
Yamper. Okay, yes. All right. So I specifically chose Yamper because I was like, oh, I just want to see a giant Yamper. like I just want to see the giant dog. Like, it's so cute. So I picked it.
I love Yamper.
It's great. I love its evolution too. Its evolution just reminds me of, like, I don't know, like Mega Man or something. But like
I want to say Rush Dog. Is that what it's? I said. Is that what its name is?
I don't know, man. I don't play Mega Man, but I know at least the dog. But yeah, I chose the Yamper. She ended up making my Pokemon faint, and like the whole, like, it's only 3 turns, because I was like, oh man, I'm about to have to fight this giant turtle, and like I can't Dynamax anymore since I already blew my turn with Yamper, and it's fainted. But then, like, as soon as I threw my Pokemon out and it was her turn, the Dynamax, like, kind of ceased, I guess, and it went back to normal, and like the fight resumed as normal, and I don't know, it was just really cool. I like it's like a mixture. It's definitely a mixture between the Mega Evolutions and the Z moves because it has like the flair of the Z moves and then it just has like the pizzazz of the Mega Evolutions, but they're not there all the time. They're there for like the gym battles just to kind of like give an extra pizzazz to the gym battles, and as well as the raids, but I don't know. I don't know. Like I didn't like the Z moves in Sun and Moon. I for one, I just kind of hated that you couldn't skip them, and it just kind of felt like they took too long. That it was kind of like, oh, I don't really want to use it.
Yeah, I like. Well, I think because I also think you can, if you were to do like a multiplayer battle against another human being, I'm almost certain that you can Dynomax once per battle day too.
Oh.
But yeah, no, I don't know. I was okay with Z moves. I was especially curious to see the new animation for each new attack.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, there's a special one for this. That'll look cool. And outside of seeing that, it's just all right. It's just a big, better hyper beam, basically.
Yeah, for sure. Because it's cause like, I think it was like in the Yamper fight, where like I had 2 electric moves, and it was just like max electric power or whatever. I mean, I don't know what they decided to call it, but it's like max electricity, and it was like on both of them. So yeah, it seems like it's just whatever the type move that you have on your like on your Pokemon. It's just kind of like negates to the or like relegates to the max version of whatever that move is. So I'm sure like they probably only made animations for like the one type,
Oh yeah. It's and I need to try it. I really do to like, because I'm almost certain if you're like, if you were to do like, I'm trying to think of a one like Swords Dance.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Can I? Oh, I can't Dynamex right now. Like I'm pretty sure Swords Dance as a Dynamex move is just like your Pokemon standing there. I don't know. I haven't even tried it. I'd have to literally go into a max raid battle, throw out my Pokemon.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Oh my god, excuse me.
Yeah, I was kind of curious about it too, because there was like max guard or something, and like it was just like to boost your defense and shit.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
Just a generic thing.
Mhm. Yeah, but it's cool. I like them. I really like them as well. I think it's a nice inclusion. So okay, so we talked about Marley. We talked I don't know, Mary. Marty. We talked about her. We talked about. Did we talk about Bead?
The jerk. I thought Bead was a girl.
You thought Bead was a girl?
I thought it was. It's not. It's a boy. I'm sorry, Bead.
Yeah. So I listened to the Game Explained spoiler conversation on the on it, and I know what happens with Bead, and I kind of already know, like I'm not, and like what happens to him, like what you call it, I already see it kind of like culminating with like his interaction with Rose, because like his whole thing is that like, oh, I was chosen by Rose, obviously I'm destined to be the next champion, like obviously, because Rose is higher than Leon, but he's just so funny because he goes in and just dances around his losing streak, I guess. Like every time I've interacted with him and I fought him, like the first time he's like, oh, I was just going easy on you, and then like the second time he's like, man, you're not even worth fighting. Well, I guess it'd be mercy to take you out now than having to do it later. And then you beat him, and he's like, yeah, I was feeling in a charitable mood. I let you win this time. And then he's like, you know what? I was wrong. Forgive me. I was wrong. You're not worthless. You're just talentless. Which is awesome. I really appreciated that.
Yeah, I've read bits and pieces of the dialogue. See, I'm the absolute worst for this because I just I just mash the A button and get it all over with. Because honestly, all I want to do is just like play the game.
Right.
So there's a lot of this story that I genuinely have no clue what's happening.
Oh, really?
I'm just like, oh, pretty visuals.
I mean, I'm just taking my time, just kind of experiencing it. That's part of the joy of it, because like once I finish the main story, I pretty much put the game away. I won't play it anymore. But this game actually kind of has me rethinking like my whole stand on Sun and Moon. I kind of want to go back and play it again and see how it goes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it kind of got me there. So we'll see.
Man, I liked Sun and Moon. I know you didn't like it much.
Yeah, I wasn't really excited going into it, anyways. But anyways, so okay, so you said like whatever with Bead. I mean, you're mashing through the game, right? So
okay, I'm paying attention to some beats and thing, like for the most part, but yeah, I really am just kind of mashing it. Like I just want to play the game.
Right. Okay.
Like mostly through the tutorial stuff, because we all know how to catch Pokemon, and everyone knows how to catch Pokemon.
Okay. Well, that's fine. Excuse me. I'm sorry, man. But it's just because what I was gonna say was, how do you feel about Hop? Like so far, how do you feel about Hop?
I hate his name. I like his character.
Really?
He's a dumb name. It's almost as dumb as Hal. I'm sure there's actually people who are named Hal or named Hop, but if I think of Hop, I'm thinking of the bunny voiced by Russell Brand, and it's.
Did I tell you what I named my character?
I guess I just assumed you named him Kevin.
No.
What did you name your character?
No, I never named my character. It's my actual name. Yeah, no. I named him Stock. And Stock. Stock. Yeah, I named him Stock because I was like, when I was gonna pick the character, you know how like they have the different like versions of them and stuff. Yeah, so I was like kind of like debating, and then I was like, you know what, I think I'll just pick the Stock character. I like the way it looks, and then I was like, the Stock character. Yeah, I'm gonna name him Stock.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's kind of how it happened.
I thought you were gonna be like, I named my character Hip, and together we are hip hop.
That would have been funny.
Oh wait, what? I swear to God, don't you dare say 69. What? No. What number did you choose for your stupid sports jersey?
4.
Huh. Why not 004, like 004, like a special agent?
I didn't think about that. I just picked 04. I think the double zeros would have just looked a little bit extra for like a single digit.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. No, I picked 04 just because that's kind of like my lucky number. But I also picked it because no, I didn't pick it for this reason. I literally picked it because it's just my favorite number, if there is a favorite number, you know. But like I think on Twitter I made the joke that like I picked 4 because of death, because in Japanese when you say or excuse me, because in Japanese like the number 4 is supposed to be like a bad number because 4 is pronounced the same way that you say death in Japanese. So typically they try to skip it, and so I made the joke on Twitter where I was like 4 because death, baby, death. Like I'll bring death to my opponents.
We don't play around in Pokemon Shield, baby.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So I wanted to talk about Hop. I don't like Hop. I don't. So when I was recording my Milo video, there was like a part. There was a part where the Milo part cuts. The Milo part finishes, and then I'm like heading to the next area,
and I'm like running to the Pokemon Center, and I'm like ready to get straight to it, and then like Hop is there waiting for me. I'm like, ah, dang, effing Hop. It's like it's not in the final video. Like I ended up cutting it out, I think, but yeah, like I was just like freaking Hop. Like I hate when he does his little hopping, his little floundering like excitement animation, because he does it so often that it like I think I told you that it hurts my eyes to look at it when I'm playing portably.
I don't like how in some cases it looks like his teeth look like gums, so he looks like he has no teeth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I think you're the one who like told me about it, and I started noticing it. Now I can't unsee it. And like for one, I hate his outfit. I hate his outfit. It's freaking denim with joggers.
Freaking Hop, you're a mess, boy.
He is a mess. He's tracing after his. Well, you know what? His brother doesn't have a good outfit either. He's like wearing shorts underneath his joggers, and that's that.
I like his shirt.
You like his what? His cape?
Well, no, his shirt.
Oh,
he has a sword and shield shirt.
Oh, yeah, I like the shirt too. I think that the shield. I mean, not the shield. The cape is a little tacky, especially because it has like all his sponsors on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I thought our bags were gonna have that or something. Like I thought some part of us was gonna have sponsors. We don't.
Mhm. I mean, I feel like that's something they probably would have talked about leading up. Bumping into the microphone. I felt like that was something that they were gonna bring up in the video. I mean, like leading up to the release of the game, but no, no. Okay, so all right. Where I don't like Hop, I really love Leon because he's just so full of it. Like he's like so unbeat. Like he's like has such a winning streak that his head is just so far up his ass that he does not think that he's I don't know, he just feels like he just thinks that his shit don't stink. And so when I'm just waiting for the opportunity. I'm just waiting for the time when we finally beat him, and then just like I'm just waiting for it because it's just gonna be so worth it. Because of the way like his dialogue choice, like, hey, I'm your champion, guys, and you know he strikes a pose whenever he sees his fans and stuff, and then I feel like
Charizard pose.
Yeah, and like his outfit kind of like plays into that arrogance where like, you know, I was like, well, I wear a cape, but it has all my sponsors on it, and then like, you know, he's wearing his joggers underneath his shorts and stuff, where it's like, it's just like it just plays up on the arrogance, and again, it's in his dialogue choice as well. So it's just like I can't wait to kick his ass. And Hop,
his league number is just 1.
'Cause I'm number 1, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, he is kind of full.
Yeah. So that's why I like him. Chairman Rose, whatever. I like his dad bod. You know.
Yes. That's how they explained him in Game Explain, and I'm sitting there thinking like, yes, that is exactly what I thought. Yes. Because at first I was like, who the hell is that? Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah. His assistant, I don't really have a feel for her. She just seems really stuck up. Hop, like I said, I don't like him. He just seems too eager. He's like, well, obviously I'm gonna be the next champion because my brother is the champion. Hey, Mom, what do you think? There's gonna be 2 champions? And I'm like, oh, you poor fool. You realize that you're gonna be in my shadow. Oh, you poor fool. So, but I heard that his character gets better along the way, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. And
I haven't gotten that far yet. If his character improves, I haven't gotten that far. But I don't really hate Hop. I just don't like I don't like the way he looks, and his name is dumb. Mm-hmm. And like I said, it's not even the way he looks. It's just the way his teeth look, where they don't look like teeth. Mm-hmm. That and his name. You
Right.
change those two things, and he's fine.
Cool. All right. Well, I think that's pretty much a pretty good spot to start wrapping things up. You want to start talking about the what we think that could be improved in this game?
Yes, that is the outro of what do we think is missing and what could be improved. And don't you dare say the National Dex. I will reach through the computer and slap you.
No worries.
I know you're better than that. Man, again, just like you're not that far. I'm not either. I'm halfway, but I'm only halfway in gyms. There's still the rest of the story, the legendary stuff, So I'm not even really halfway through the game. So if there's anything I think is missing, I feel like, because I'll be like, oh, I don't have surf. They should add surfing to the game. I haven't gotten to that part yet. So.
Right. Yeah. Well,
so
we are
far,
pretty early in the game.
But so far, because they don't have mega evolutions, they don't have Z moves. Those got replaced and basically combined into Dynomaxing.
Mm-hmm.
And they have camping. They don't have the Poke Refresh or a Pokemon of Me. It's
I kind of
a
missed that.
different way. Yeah,
I kind of missed it because I liked I did like the way they incorporated that in Sun and Moon.
Yeah, after a battle, my guy's paralyzed or poisoned, and I can play with them real quick to make him not be paralyzed or poisoned.
Exactly. Like I think it was a nice incorporation, and it's kind of missing here, and playing in camping mode, it's not like it feels kind of surface level. I don't like it. Like okay, there's like a feature where you can talk to the Pokemon, but I don't really get it. It just gives you like a dialogue choice, and it just says, "Oh, well, your Pokemon wants to continue playing," or "Oh, it doesn't like." And like one of the things that kind of confuses me, where it's like it says something like, "Oh, it doesn't like Score Bunny isn't interested in Farfetch or something, right?" And it's like, okay, so how do I fix that? Like I don't know. It doesn't tell me.
Yeah, that part just seems like whatever. It's just like a random text generator pops up with your Pokemon's name inserted.
Right.
But I have found immense joy playing Fetch with certain Pokemon, so that was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I just played Fetch for the first time too, with the evolution of gosh, I can't think of its name. Yampy? The Corky. The Corky.
Bolthund?
Yes. Yeah, I just played Fetch for the first time with it, and it was awesome. I really liked it.
I played Fetch with a coughing, and I have no idea how.
With the coughing?
Yeah, dude. It's like, everyone knows who coughing is. We'll put him on screen just for the hell of it. But somehow, and I'll have to get either a video clip of it, or a picture, screenshot at the very least. He just kind of gravitates the ball towards his body and floats it on over to you. Still don't know how that happens.
Oh, right. Because it's a different form in this game. Okay, I was just thinking like generic coughing, but still, like that still must have been.
Oh
really
no,
cool to see.
It's Cantonian coughing. Coughing doesn't change forms until he evolves into wheezing.
Oh, okay.
It's basic coughing, just floating there and gravitates a ball towards his body.
For sure.
Like I don't know how he carried it, but I played Fetch with him.
All right, so I guess one of the things that I was gonna say was the towns. I like the first couple towns. I like that you were able to change outfits right away, and Mom gives you enough cash where you can go and just buy whatever you want from the boutique. But then eventually it hits a lull, where the town where you do the ceremony, and I guess that's where you do the third gym badge. It has a little bit more. I mean, it has some going on, but it's like a little bit less than it was in the previous town. I think, I don't remember too much, but then you get to Milo's town, and there's like the hill that you can see. Then there's the the little and that's literally in the same area. There's you can walk up to like a little piece of wood just standing where like it has like the something drawn and you could stick your head through it. Like that was kind of funny, kind of cool, I guess. But then and it's like, but it's like significantly less than what we've seen in the previous towns. And then you get to Nessa's town, and it's even less than that. I think it's a prettier town than than Milo's town, but it just seems like there's just nothing there. Where like you walk in, there's the Pokemon Center, and then next to it there's the restaurant that like you can't even do anything in the restaurant. It's just NPCs standing in there. There's some homes on the side, and you walk into it. It's the exact same layout all the way through, literally down to the shoes sitting on the corner of the entrance. It's a pair of boots and some shoes, and like it's just different NPCs, and they're all just saying different things. But like, and it's just like one big circle. There's like the dock. There's a lighthouse where like the game tells you, oh, Nessa's not here. You got to go meet her at the lighthouse. And so you're like, okay, well, I'll probably have to go climb and fight a couple trainers or something. And no, she's just literally just standing out there, and she just says, oh, hey, here's my card. I guess I'll see you at the gym. And like there's like nothing. There's no world building with her in that moment, which there should have been, Like at least with Milo, you could see at least with Milo, you're able to see that he was at least hurting the Wooloo, where like one got away and he was like going after it. He was like, okay, hey, you're the champ, you're the one endorsed by the champ, huh? I'll see you at the gym, but okay, and yeah, so on top of that, okay, so after that, it's just like you just can kind of circle the town or whatever, but then like once you're done with the gym, there's nothing left to do in that town, and it's just time to go on to the next part of the game, and it just kind of feels like the towns are kind of like a little lacking, I guess, as the game goes on.
I don't know if I guess you haven't gotten that far. I guess not, because I think that's the one with the dragon gym in it. But pretty much the entire city is made up of these purple bricks, which I'm sure look really great in small sections or chunks. But considering the entire section, or basically the entire town is made up of the same material, it just, I don't know, it looks like a little too much.
I'll let you know when I see it.
I just got to a town just now called Balinlea or something. It looks pretty good. I like it.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm just saying.
Put it up on screen.
I'm just saying that like from the first town to at least Nessa's town, like it just seems like it completely like dropped the ball. Like it just was a little bit less, and then you get to Nessa's and it's nothing.
Yeah.
But like I guess maybe it picks up. I don't know. I'm not that far yet. As far as DC as far as DLC, I don't think so. Probably there's like they'll probably try to support the game with special raids or something that you can only do during a certain time for like a couple days or something.
Yep, that's what makes the most sense to me. Mm-hmm. Just like they do in Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Where there's just new max raid battles to go hit up with your friends.
Right.
That seems like the most logical progression for this game.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see people getting into it too with like special, maybe some special legendaries or something. I can see them throwing in like Lugia or Mewtwo or whoever if they decide to include them in the game.
Ooh, give me Giratina.
Ooh, that is a good one. Yeah, as far as the third game or like a new sequel game, here's to hoping, I guess. What I kind of hope is that whatever, like if they don't decide to do the next Let's Go game or do Gen 4 remake next, that if they decide to do what like the equivalent of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon in the for Pokemon Sword and Shield, I feel like maybe it's possible. I don't know, but if they do, I kind of looking forward to what that looks like. Maybe it'd be like a lot of the stuff that people were asking for this time around, because it's like one of those things where like you can complain and you can moan about it, right? And like I'm sure that they hear. I mean, oh no, I'm certain that they're hearing all the criticism, but they're kind of like their hands are kind of tied because if they're gonna make the release schedule, it's not like they were like, okay guys, we'll bring in the National Dex. Don't worry about it. Like, but the problem is like, well, we have to go do this extra stuff. So we're not going to be able to make release date. Like they can never get away with doing that. So if they were to like do a like I said, the equivalent of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, but with Sword and Shield, maybe they can include all that stuff that people were complaining about this time around.
Yeah.
And like including some of that
and
stuff. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not just the Pokemon games. I think this is what people don't really think about that much. It's not just the Pokemon Sword and Shield games that Game Freak has to worry about, because they also have the entire the Umbrella Corporation. The Umbrella Corporation of Pokemon Company International in general, that it's pushing out the anime. They got to get their episodes to start airing.
Right.
It's pushing out the trading card games. They got to start getting their next base booster sets out in starter decks, and like
exactly.
all of these things are convened to come out around the same time. They can't just be like,
mm-hmm.
oh, we can't have the games come out until like another few months. When
mm-hmm.
like are you going to postpone the cards in the anime too?
Well, exactly. That's why I said like they can't just do that. Any final thoughts?
Apple Pie Dragon, put it up on screen. Hell yeah!
All right, everybody. Well, let us know where you're playing. If you're playing this game, let us know what you think of Pokemon Sword and Shield. How far are you in the game? What's your starter? What do you think of Bead? What do you think of Marnie? Mary. I'm calling her Mary.
Marnie Duck.
Because her Japanese name is Mary.
Oh, okay.
And that's what I memorized.
Right.
So, what do you guys think of her? What do you guys think of Hop? What do you guys think of Leon, Rose, and oh gosh,
what do you guys think of Apple Pie Dragon?
Yes, Apple Pie Dragon. Most importantly, let us know down below, and we'll talk to you guys in the comments section. You want to say bye, Arthur?
Oh yeah. First of all, thanks for having me. Bye. All right.
All right. Bye, everybody.